happy What Should I Do Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic, wonderful, perfect Wednesday. I am actually having a really good day. I'm tired as crap. I didn't sleep for anything, but it's a good day. It's cold though. It's cold and rainy, and that just makes me want to sleep, and cuddle, and sleep and cuddle. And I just, this bed when it's raining is like the most comfortable thing on the planet. I could literally lay here all day long, but I have way too much to do today. It is workout day. I am leaving for Michigan in 2 days, so of course I'm packing and doing all of that fun stuff that goes along with that, and then making sure that kids get sorted to where they need to go. It's just madness. And then, of course, I'm dealing with the emotional issue of my baby girl graduating preschool tomorrow. I am not doing well. I am not doing well. She is my last baby to ever graduate from preschool. I'm not having any more kids. So this is the last kid that I'm sending off to kindergarten, and I'm having an internal panic attack. And tomorrow I will probably have an external one, and then when I send her off to like kindergarten jumpstart, like in July, like June, like it's like a month long, you know, prequel before the sequel, like a, you know, jump into kindergarten type of thing, just to kind of get them used to going to school every day. She will go to school for an entire month, Monday through Friday, normal school hours, just like she's going to in the fall, and I can't deal. I can't deal. This is harder for me than I thought it would be. I cried when I sent my oldest off to kindergarten for the first time. I am going to melt down when I send this one off, because this is it. I don't get to do this again. So this is an emotional, exhausted week for me, but I get to go to the gym tonight, work it all out, clear my head. But we're not here to talk about my emotional train wreck of a life right now, or the fact that it's cold and raining. We are here for What Should I Do Wednesday, where I answer all of your general paranormal related questions that you guys ask me all up on the Facebook page. And today we are going to go techie again. I love answering questions about paranormal equipment because so many people want to know what all this cool stuff is that they see all up on Ghost Adventures, and they don't have a clue what it is, but they go by what Zach tells them, but Zach assumes that we know everything because we like watch him all the time, and he uses a lot of repeat stuff in his episodes. So for the past couple of weeks I have went techie, and I'm going to continue to do that this week, and I'm going to finish up with a kind of a question to you guys, one that I have for you. And so that's how we're going to roll with What Should I Do Wednesday today. It is just easy for me, informative for you, and everybody gets what they want. So here we go, yo. The first piece of equipment that we're going to talk about is the X-Cam with the Kinect 3D software in it. Now, the Kinect 3D software is obviously owned by Microsoft and is used in their Xbox. And it was first used in Xbox 360, and now it's used in the Xbox One, and I personally love it. I think it is insanely cool. Like, I had, you know, like the PS3, and we had like the motion things, and it was just a pain in the butt. I have, you know, the Wii, and we have the Wiimotes that you have to hold. And do you know how many times I would be bowling and just be like, and that, yeah, they have the little strap. No, I literally have thrown so many Wiimote things around the house when they're strap it to your wrist. Hold it, and those little rubber bumper things that you put on don't work either. Because I've shattered so many stupid Wii remotes. It's ridiculous. So I love the Kinect Cam. I love being able just to kind of go, and it starts, and it turns it on, and it recognizes my face, and it likes me, and I love it. And so the fact when they use it in Ghost Adventures with the SLS camera, and they have this little ability to map things that are not there, that is absolutely, I don't know, my computer said, woo, the coolest thing on the planet. Like, it is picking up something that we can't see, but we now know is there because it's picking it up. Like, you get your little stick figure thing, and you don't really see all of that when you do it, you know, like on the Xbox. You don't really get to see all of that kind of stuff, like the actual software working. And so when you actually see the software at work on this camera, and you see these little dotted figures, and they're dancing, or they're being intelligent, and they're telling you, you lift up your hand, and you see its little hand kind of move up. And, in Ireland, one of the coolest, creepiest ones was when Aaron was experiencing that negative energy at Loftus Hall, and it looked like he was almost dancing like a jig on the back of his head. It was just insane, and they'll pop up out of nowhere. We've seen some evidence at the Queen Mary and Loftus Hall in Ireland, and just these crazy experiences. And so I absolutely love the Kinect software. I think it is a really awesome innovation that has went to a world that I don't even think Microsoft was aware that it was going to go to. I don't think when they created something like that, I think they were creating it for ease for people in the gaming world. They weren't really thinking about the fact that this could be a massive thing on such an awesome scale in the paranormal world. And it's really becoming that way. People are obsessed with the Kinect Cam. And I love it. Like, I love the Kinect software used with the SLS camera. I think it is fantastic. So bravo, Bill Chappell, for creating that camera and utilizing that technology and being able to utilize that technology for really cool paranormal evidence. I love it. Moving on to our next piece of equipment, which is Jacob's Ladder. Now, this creepy little thing, this is one of those oldies but goodies. Like you think about, like Frankenstein and all these weird things, where they've used these little rods of electricity. But Jacob's Ladder, for those of you who don't know, is two metal rods that in between them, when it's turned on and activated, they surge large amounts of electricity between them, and they surge up in these like flames. It's really dangerous to use if you don't know what you're doing, because you'll kill yourself. I mean, they can be fatal. You can electrocute yourself like that. But they create these large pockets of energy, and they pulsate through the environment, and it creates a field for paranormal activity to be present, because, as we all know, spirits are believed to be made up of electromagnetic energy, and when you create any sort of an energy field, you are creating an environment that they are able to manifest. And Jacob's Ladder is one of those really awesome pieces of equipment that allow you to create these massive fields. We have seen this on Ghost Adventures in the Asylum 49 episode, where they were like, it was like half of a haunted house and half of like a working nursing home, which is really weird. But we got to see the guys use this, and it had been used by another paranormal investigation team in the episode, and in one specific room, and there was an evil, nasty little spirit in there, and he actually scratched one of the investigators while using Jacob's Ladder, and the guys had some similar experiences using it as well. And so it is one of those experimental pieces of equipment that paranormal junkies live for, because of the types of results it typically produces, which are good ones. You never usually get disappointed with something as cool as Jacob's Ladder. I absolutely love it. It does scare the crap out of me because of like the danger factor. Like, typically you investigate in the dark, one wrong move, you trip over something, you fall into it, and then you're bacon. So it terrifies me a little bit in the sense of the danger factor, but I love the fact of the type of evidence that it produces or helps you produce it, and I think that is just amazing. The last piece of equipment I'm going to talk about today is the EM pump. Basic one, but it's a commonly used one, but it's a goodie. Like I said, an oldie but a goodie. An EM pump, EM, electromagnetic pump. Like I said before, spirits are believed to be made up of electromagnetic energy. And so you need to create this field of electromagnetic energy for them to be able to manifest, because they use that energy to manifest. An EM pump does just that. You can set it down and it pulsates waves of electromagnetic energy into the atmosphere and creates kind of like this vortex of energy for spirits to manifest. Now, it can have massive effects on you as well. When you are stuck in a high levels of electromagnetic energy, it can affect a human brain like that. You can get headaches, you can feel sick, you can get really dizzy. When you're exposed to that massive amount of electromagnetic energy, it comes with side effects. You can be really affected by it. And but it's like one of those chances that you take when you're in the paranormal world, because you want that evidence and you know that it's like the lesser of two evils. You've got to pick one to get the other, and vice versa. So the EM pump is just one of those basic good pieces of paranormal equipment that you can use to create the field that you need, that is ideal for paranormal activity. Doesn't mean you're going to get anything. It's not like the magic box. Like you turn it on and then boom, there's ghosts. No piece of paranormal equipment is going to guarantee that you get paranormal activity. But it increases your chances. It helps you. You are using things that are going to help you stir the pot a little bit. It doesn't mean you're going to get anything. Doesn't mean that you are going to get the results that you want, but it gives you a bigger chance to do so. And so I know that a lot of my questions this week were all geared toward the tech end of things. And so I just decided, the heck with it. I'm going to give a little tech lesson. That's how we're going to do What Should I Do Wednesday this week, and just do a little bit of class time. I know our admin, one of our admins, Bobby, she does a really great job of posting on the page, like, long, in-depth, like, lectures about this stuff. And it's awesome because I've learned a lot from her about investigation equipment, and she is phenomenal. She herself is a paranormal investigator. She has gotten some really awesome evidence that she shared with me, and it's like on my bucket list now to investigate with the girl. So it's gonna happen. Who knows? You never know. Like, we may have our own thing one day. The world is a rapidly changing place. You never know what lies in store. But it is a goal for sure. And so I just wanted to give a big shout out to her, because she is really good about answering my questions that I have prior to doing these videos and giving me awesome questions. And so I want to thank her for all of that. So thanks, my love. Sending you massive amounts of love, because you do a great job helping me and informing everyone else about this really awesome equipment, and taking the time to do that, because I know you're a busy mama yourself, and I think it is just unbelievably awesome. So thank you for your help and your information that you give me, and so that I can share it with all of you in video form. She's kind of like my little paranormal researcher. I love it. Now, the last piece of whatever that I'm going to give to you, I told you guys I was going to end with kind of asking you a question. And in the spirit of this week, there is a movie coming out on Friday that I personally grew up with. I'm sure most of you grew up with knowing this movie. A little movie known as Poltergeist. Now, when I was little, and when I'm sure most of you were younger, this was one of the best movies on the market. It was one of those movies that made your skin crawl. That little girl with her hands all up on that ghetto TV. They're here, and then you get Poltergeist 2, and they're back. It's iconic. It's absolutely iconic. So I want your opinion on why they are remaking a classic. I'm not happy about this. In 3 days, they are releasing Poltergeist, the remake, and I am pissed. Every time, and of course now with it coming out in like 3 days, they are showing a commercial for it every 5 minutes. And I was thinking with time I would get excited about it, and I'm not. It looks like the cheesiest, stupidest, dumbest remake I've ever seen. You are defacing a really awesome movie. Some movies are meant to be left alone, and this is one of them. Don't remake it, because now they're going to remake all of them, and that is just going to irritate the snot out of me. It is a classic horror movie. Now, I know you're going, well, you don't have to watch it. I get that. But it doesn't make it any easier for me. When you are in the paranormal world, when you grow up loving all things paranormal and horror related, and they do something like taking Poltergeist, a classic, iconic, awesome movie, and throwing a new cast into the mix and modernizing it, it just irritates me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And so I want your thoughts on it. I want to know what you think about them remaking Poltergeist, whether or not you feel the same way I do or you're really excited about it. Let me know in the comments on the page or the comments on the YouTube channel, and I will hopefully spark a little mini discussion. I like to do that once in a while, and I haven't done it for a while, and I thought that this was a really good topic to do so. Talking about paranormal equipment, going into a paranormal movie. It's What Should I Do Wednesday, which means all things paranormal. So that is how we rolled with Wednesday today. So let me know in the comments below what you think about them remaking Poltergeist. Do you think it's a stupid crap idea and they're ruining a movie? Or do you think that, oh, well, it happens, it needs to be done? Let me know in the comments below. But that is all I have for What Should I Do Wednesday. I won't be here for GA Flashback Friday. I am leaving Friday morning at 4:55 a.m. to catch a flight to Ann Arbor, Michigan to visit one of my bestest friends, Leah, who happens to be getting married in August. And I'm going up there to help her go wedding dress shopping for the weekend. And I'm really excited because I haven't seen her since November. And she used to live in California, and we would see each other maybe once a year. And now that she only lives 10 hours by car, but I didn't feel like driving that far by myself, so I'm flying. So it's an hour-and-a-half flight, and I'm flying up there to see her because when they live so much closer now, it's really hard to stay away. And I'm really excited to see her, so I'm going to be doing that on Friday, and I will not be doing GA Flashback Friday. So I will actually be back next Tuesday for GAQA Tuesday. Until then, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week and weekend, and I am going to go wallow now as I prepare to graduate my baby girl for preschool tomorrow. So until next Tuesday, much love and happiness.